Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. 2 teams enter, one
good
team
on mine,
leaves
you know?
here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pack goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pressure is coming. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Scarlet Knights have 1st and 10 here. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's West. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
The pocket breaking down. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, here we go. 4th and goal in the national championship. We're in the second half. Chris, I look at that scoreboard. You think about all that you
So I said when the second half of the first quarter.
Field goal gives you a chance to tie it, potentially go to overtime, or you roll the dice and take your shot to get into the end zone.
So forget the tying field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive call. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Rutgers 7, UCF 3.
The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the sack. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Receiver in motion now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Lynch. And that will pick up the first down. A spot at 38.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
He's running out of time here. That's caught. It's Lynch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. In the clear at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, nice.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pass rush closing in. And the pressure gets to him again.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that core quarterback before he gets killed.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The sure hands, it's West. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lynch. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Back to throw again. Caught on the outside. It's West. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And looking to throw now on first down. Finds his man. It's Lynch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Hand off to the single back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Scarlet Knights are in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights Starlets will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Rutgers offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Breaking tackles. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. He's found some room at the 45. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He eludes the rush. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
3rd and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Launches downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they will claim the second half lead. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game.
Rutgers 21, UCF 17.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back do just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
The Knights hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down and goal upcoming.
Man, that bullshit.
And he drops back in the gun. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball down to the 4.
Now the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can
I
hear
know
the
that ain't no
contact from
fumble.
that.
Got to turn my head and everything.
All the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 36. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down. And now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Knights.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And the Rutgers offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. The shotgun handoff here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back gets the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the force and is still going. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. Just ran away from the defense. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, and it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent, what would they thought? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to
Get the fuck out of here.
Now brings up fourth down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on them. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the offense will just take a knee. Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your king